Hey guys, Storm Soulfire here, and today I come with you a brand new deck profile, but not for the TCG Yu-Gi-Oh! This is a Genesis format deck profile. And it will be a Genesis format deck profile on my boys, Cyber Dragons, yeah! I'm going to my first Genesis format event, so I thought, let's go for one of my favourite decks, and sadly Chimera got hit quite a bit. So the next best thing, Cyber Dragons, because for some reason the only hit they've done to it is literally Cyber Dragon Infinity, the GOAT, only has a points. It's the only thing with points hit for Cyber Dragons because it's at 20, which is I'm surprised. But anyway, let's go to deck profile, shall we? Remember to like and subscribe. And if I got any point values wrong, roast me in the comments. But this is a 100-point Genesis deck profile, and this should be 100 points dead on. But yeah, if I got any points wrong, you can roast me in the comments. Alright, so to start off with, let's go into the Cyber Dragon main staples, which are DOS Cyber Dragons. And then we have 3 copies of Cyber Dragon Core, your go-to normal summon. And a funny little guy who can copy then your machine dupe, and then you can turn it into 2 Cyber Dragons. 1 Hertz, 1 Nestor, and to round up the Cyber Dragon bit, 2 Cyber Jormungandr, because it is a fucking broken card and it's just so fun to play in this deck. Originally, I wanted to go 3 of these and 1 Cyber Dragon, but I couldn't find it, so I thought let's go 2 and 2, and let's see how that goes. Next up is the Cyber Dark engine, which is 1 Chimera to search out your power bond and go for OTKs, because this deck is pretty much built for going second. We're going to say fuck go first. 3 Cyber Dark Claw to search out any Cyber Dark spells or traps we need, but this deck is pretty much spells turbo, so no traps. Monsters are spells technically, but. And then 1 copy of Worm to pretty much go into your rank 5, because there's a few rank 5s I am running in this. Next up for extra bodies, we have 3 copies of Jizakiro, the Star Destroying Kaiju, because it's an honorary Cyber Dragon in my heart. And Kaijus are very good in Genesis format. What else can I say other than that? And this is where a lot of my points went to. We are running 3 copies of Molcharmy Forlos and 3 copies of Molcharmy Prelia, because Forlos is at 7 points, while Prelia is at 10, so literally 21, 31, 51 points right here. Jesus Christ. And plus Infinity in the extra deck, that's another 20, so that's 71 points, so I only had a few points left to work with. Now for the rest of the deck, we are running 3 copies of Cyber Emergency, 2 copies of Cyber Repair Plant, 1 Cyber Rest System for the main Cyber Dragon related spells. And then for our Cyber Dark Claw, our target is 2 Cyber Dark Realm, because if I can find the third, I will run it, but I seem to misplace the third. And 1 Cybernetic Horizon, because this does count as a Cyber Dark card, so you can search this off Claw. And then finally, to round out the deck, we are running 1 copy of Poly. Yeah, 1 copy of Poly. I might have to swap arts, but it was the first one I could find. 2 Power Bonds to go for OTKs. 2 copies of Machine Duplication. 2 Clockwork Knights, because for some reason they didn't hit this card. Sure. I know they hit the Link Monster that lets you search it, but the spell, you can still run it as hard, 1 or 2 copies. And also 1 copy of Ultimate Slayer. Now for the extra deck, which is where we get to have some fun. We have got 2 copies of Cyber Dragon Nova, one of you go to rank 5s. Obviously, you have to run him, Cyber Dragon Infinity. If you don't run him in Cyber Dragons, what's wrong with you? I'm joking. And then we have 1 Valen, the Super Sky Blaster, because it's a nice rank 5 to run. And 1 Aggregator, since we are running Ultimate Slayer. If I could get more Ultimate Slayers, that'll be good, but that's a project for the future. And our last rank 5, which I'm just experimenting with, 1 copy of Artifact Durandal, just because I thought might be something to experiment with. And I'm having a lot of fun with this extra deck. This deck is not like a sweaty mare one. This is just me having a bit of fun, really, more than anything. And then another target for Ultimate Slayer, 1 copy of the Bird, because Bird is the word. Sorry, I had to make that joke. 1 copy of Mud Dragon of the Swamp. And then for the rest of this is pretty much Cyber Dragon fusions, including the funny card which I put in just for last second. 1 copy of Pair Cycle Roid. I wanted to make this card because it's a nice rank. It's a level 5 machine you could turn into Infinity and Nova, but it's also a nice little OTK bit as well. And finally, for the Cyber Dragon bits, we are running 2 copies of Rampage, 1 copy of Chimera Tech Fortress, 1 copy of Cyber Twin Dragon, because you need him for OTKs, as well as the Rampages, but 1 copy of Cyber End Dragon. If I can make this, I will be surprised. And 1 copy of Chimera Tech Over Dragon. It's fun ideas. We're just having a bit of fun with this deck. And I think I'll also show the side deck as well, just to finish off, because this is also where a lot of the points went to. So we have 3 copies of the Bird, another Bird, DDD Claw. Wait, why did I say 3? Yeah, whatever. And 3 copies of Small Archfiend. And then we've also got 3 copies of Droll and Lockbird. This is where pretty much all the points went to in the side. Oh, and also another card as well. That's for the last bit, because this is going to be some funny shit, which I feel like some people are going to roast me for. And then the last cards of the extra deck. So my other points went to 2 copies of Raigeki, because that's where the last of the points went to. And these cards, which die of points, which I'm surprised. 2 copies of Limited Removal to go for a really big OTK, which I want to do with Pair Cycle Roy, because I think that would be funny, because the requirements for it is just 2 machines with the same name. That's very easy in this deck. And 2 copies of Ready Fusion, which is a surprise, because for some reason, Insta Fusion has 100 points. That's fair enough. But Ready Fusion, even though it pretty much does the same thing as Insta Fusion, has 0. Why? I could just side this in and then summon out Pair Cycle Roid and go straight to any rank 5. It's funny, and I'm surprised Konami never realised that. But yeah, that was the deck profile. Remember to like and subscribe, and if this video does well, I will showcase some Genesys matches from the tournament. But until then, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.